Hey guys, tonight we're about to embark on a gentle journey deep into the heart of a forgotten world, a place where the jungle whispers secrets and ancient stones hold stories waiting to be told.
Before we begin, if you enjoy this story, please take a moment to rate it and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps bring more mysteries to life softly, one bedtime at a time. Imagine yourself stepping quietly into the dense Cambodian jungle as the last light of day fades, replaced by a gentle twilight. The air is rich with the scent of damp earth, blooming orchids, and the subtle fragrance of ancient wood.
The faint sounds of cicadas and night birds create a peaceful symphony that envelopes you, inviting your senses to awaken while calming your mind. Beneath your feet lie moss-covered stones, worn smooth by centuries of rain and footsteps long past, stones that once formed the paths and walls of the mighty Angkor Empire.
Angkor, once a dazzling city of temples and palaces, a center of faith and power, now sleeps beneath the lush canopy of the jungle.
This silent legacy, hidden for centuries, is waiting to share its stories.
Though vines and roots have reclaimed the crumbling stone, the spirit of the empire lingers in every corner, in every carved face and faded mural.
It's a place where time seems to pause, where history breathes softly in the shadows, inviting us to listen carefully.
Step carefully along the ancient walkways, cool and slightly damp with dew. The intricate carvings on temple walls tell tales of gods and kings, of ceremonies and battles, of hopes and fears.
Though the details have softened, the emotions remain palpable, a reminder of a people who built these wonders not just with stone, but with dreams and devotion.
You might imagine priests chanting softly in the early morning, the gentle flicker of oil lamps inside dark chambers, or children's laughter echoing in courtyards now silent. Above you, massive trees tower, their roots entwined with the stones like nature's own hands embracing the past.
The jungle is alive not just with birds and insects, but with the weight of countless memories. The stone faces of the Bayan temple watch silently, their serene expressions untouched by time, their eyes seeming to follow your every step.
These faces hold secrets, whispers of emperors long gone, and the mysteries of a civilization that flourished and then vanished, swallowed by the earth and leaves. As night deepens, the sounds of the jungle become a soothing lullaby. Leaves rustle gently in the breeze, frogs croak softly from hidden pools, and the call of distant animals blends into a peaceful melody.
The air cools, wrapping you in a comfortable embrace.
There is no rush here, only the steady rhythm of nature and history moving as one. Tonight, let yourself be carried by this quiet harmony.
Feel the softness of the night, the pulse of the earth beneath your feet, and the gentle presence of the past surrounding you like a warm blanket.
This is not just a story about ruins. It is a story about endurance, about how memories survive when everything else fades. Imagine the hidden chambers waiting to be discovered, the long-lost rituals and prayers whispered beneath the stars, and the slow, patient reclaiming of the city by the jungle.
The vines crawl over stone walls, flowers bloom where kings once walked, and the wind carries echoes of a world that still lives beneath the leaves.
So, settle in, breathe deeply, and allow this journey to ease your mind and soothe your soul. Let the silent legacy of Angkor guide you gently into a place where history and nature entwine, where mystery lingers in the air, and where every step brings you closer to dreams. If you find comfort in this story, please don't forget to rate and subscribe, helping us share these gentle whispers of the past night after night. Now, take one more deep breath, feel the cool jungle air, and step softly with me into the forgotten empire beneath the jungle's emerald canopy. Our adventure has only just begun.
The jungle's heartbeat slows as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in deep shades of amber and violet. The fading light casts long, soft shadows over the ancient ruins of Angkor, where moss-covered stones and towering trees stand silently side by side, bearing witness to centuries of history and secrets. In this peaceful twilight, the air becomes thick with the scents of damp earth, blooming orchids, and the faint perfume of frangipani blossoms.
Above, a chorus of night birds begins their gentle songs, weaving a soothing melody that invites you to slow your breathing and soften your thoughts. You step carefully along the worn, mossy stone pathway, feeling the coolness of evening dew against your skin.
Each stone beneath your feet holds stories carved by hands long gone craftsmen who shaped a mighty empire with devotion and skill. The air hums quietly with the flutter of tiny insects and the rustling of leaves stirred by a tender breeze.
Fireflies flicker like scattered stars caught between the trees, their faint glimmers dancing like whispers of forgotten times.
The jungle here is alive with memory and mystery, a living tapestry woven from nature and history intertwined.
Every root twisting through cracked stone, every vine curling around ancient pillars, tells a story of resilience, how the wild slowly reclaimed what was once lost but never truly forgotten.
As the soft shadows lengthen, the ancient temples seem to breathe quietly, awakening from a long slumber to share their silent legacy. Deep within the heart of the ruins, massive temple walls rise toward the darkening sky, their surfaces covered with intricate bas reliefs. Carved figures tell timeless tales of gods and demons locked in eternal battle. Kings adorned with crowns and robes ruling vast realms, and priests performing sacred ceremonies beneath watchful stone faces.
Though withered by time and countless monsoon rains, the artistry remains striking a testament to the devotion and vision of those who built this empire in faith and power.
Once, these temples thrived with life.
Markets bustled with traders from far-off lands, their voices mingling with the laughter of children darting through courtyards.
Monks in saffron robes chanted prayers that rose like incense smoke, carrying hopes and blessings into the endless sky.
Now, those sounds have softened into quiet echoes, gently held by the jungle's tender embrace, awaiting dreamers to listen and remember.
Near the center of this ancient city, a clear, gentle stream winds through the forest, its waters cool and soothing beneath the moon's soft glow. This stream once sustained thousands, irrigating rice paddies, nourishing gardens, and quenching the thirst of emperors and commoners alike. Today, the stream murmurs a peaceful lullaby, inviting those who pause to listen.
Along its banks, wild orchids bloom in vibrant clusters, their delicate petals bright against the verdant greenery.
Butterflies drift lazily above the water, their wings catching moonlight like fragments of stained glass. The scene feels timeless, a serene moment poised between past and present. The jungle itself is no enemy, but a patient guardian, weaving roots through stone foundations and draping vines gracefully over fallen pillars. Towering trees stand sentinel, their ancient branches heavy with moss and epiphytes.
Life flourishes in delicate harmony with the ruins, each sustaining the other in an enduring balance. Birds nest in crevices carved centuries ago, while small mammals dart through underbrush, tracing hidden paths along centuries-old walkways swallowed by foliage.
Breathing in the cool night air, you feel a quiet calm settling deep inside. The steady pulse of the earth beneath your feet connects you to those who walked these paths long ago, and those who will come after.
This silent legacy is more than stone and vine. 'Tis a living story of resilience, an eternal dance between nature and humanity across the flowing river of time. Step slowly, with reverence and wonder, deeper into Angkor's hidden heart.
Here, mysteries linger in shadowed corners, waiting patiently to be rediscovered. Let the gentle sounds of the jungle cradle your thoughts, inviting you to relax fully, releasing the burdens of the day, and drifting softly toward restful dreams.
Beneath this starry canopy, time flows quietly, the past humming alongside the present in a tender embrace of silence and peace.
So take your time, friend. Let your mind float gently like a leaf carried on a slow-moving stream. The forgotten empire beneath the jungle holds its secrets with grace and patience, ready to share them with those who listen with open hearts and quiet minds. Tonight, you become part of this story, a silent witness to whispers of a world long past but never truly lost.
As the night deepens, the canopy above twinkles softly with countless stars, their distant light filtering gently through the dense jungle leaves like delicate whispers from a timeless sky.
The air cools slowly,
carrying a faint, earthy fragrance, the mingling scent of ancient wood, moist soil, and blooming jasmine that seems to float on a tender breeze.
Here, in this tranquil moment between day and dream, The forgotten empire of Angkor feels alive once more, its stories waiting patiently to be told. Their voices soft yet persistent, inviting you to lean closer and listen with quiet reverence.
You move slowly along the winding path, surrounded by towering trees whose roots snake like ancient rivers, curling over stone and soil alike.
Nearby, the great temple walls rise, their surfaces covered with intricate carvings and mysterious faces that seem to watch silently, serene and mysterious. These are the Bayan's enigmatic guardians, their calm and knowing gazes etched deeply into the rock, timeless sentinels who have witnessed centuries of secrets, storms, and silence. Though weathered by the passing ages, they still hold an aura of quiet wisdom, as if they understand the jungle's hidden language and the souls who once walked these sacred grounds. With every cautious step, you notice the delicate dance of shadows cast by the silvery moonlight. The interplay of light and dark seems almost alive, weaving through ancient pillars, crumbling walls, and fallen statues, inviting you to look closer to discover the stories hidden just beneath the surface. The air is filled with a gentle chorus of sounds, the soft rustle of leaves as a breeze stirs, the distant call of a night bird singing its melancholic tune, the low, steady hum of insects hidden within the undergrowth. Each sound blends seamlessly into a soothing melody, wrapping around you like a gentle lullaby meant to calm your mind and soften your spirit. This city, once vibrant and alive, was a place of grandeur and devotion, where kings built temples as gateways between earth and the divine.
Stone by stone, their legacy was laid a testament to faith, power, and the unyielding spirit of a people who lived in harmony with the jungle's wild embrace. Now, nature cradles these ancient remnants, the stones softened by moss and shaded by emerald leaves, holding tight to memories no words can fully capture.
Pause beside a quiet lotus pond, its surface still and reflective beneath the moon's gentle glow. The lotus, symbolizing purity and rebirth, floats serenely on the water, its petals unfolding slowly in the night's tender embrace.
Imagine the hands that tended these waters centuries ago, the prayers whispered in the cool dawn air, and the sacred ceremonies held at the water's edge.
This pond holds memories of peace, renewal, and sacred devotion, shimmering softly like a beacon of calm amid the jungle's vast expanse.
As you continue your slow journey, listen carefully for the faintest sounds of life stirring in the darkness.
A pair of glowing eyes peer briefly from the bushes, perhaps a small nocturnal creature curious about your presence. The jungle is both mysterious and welcoming, a living, breathing world that nurtures and protects the secrets of Angkor's silent legacy. You feel it around you, the pulse of life thriving alongside the ruins, each supporting the other in a delicate, enduring balance. Tonight, there is a magic in the air, a feeling that the past and present are entwined in a gentle dance.
The ruins do not shout their stories but whisper softly, inviting you to lean in and listen with your heart.
In their quietude lies a profound tale of resilience, of the passage of time, and of a civilization whose spirit remains deeply rooted beneath the jungle floor, quietly waiting for dreamers to uncover its mysteries. Let yourself be carried gently by the rhythm of the night, the soft rustle of the leaves, the whisper of the wind, and the slow, steady heartbeat of the earth beneath your feet. With each breath you take, feel yourself becoming more connected to this ancient place, more attuned to the silent legacy it guards so faithfully. So take another careful step forward, friend, and allow the gentle mysteries of Angkor to unfold softly before you. Let the calm night wash over your thoughts and carry you slowly into a peaceful rest, where dreams mingle with history and time flows as quietly and gently as a breeze drifting through emerald leaves. And as the stars continue to shine above, may the silent legacy of this forgotten empire gently cradle you into the night of tranquil dreams and peaceful sleep.
The cool night air wraps around you like a soft, comforting blanket as you continue your quiet journey through the hidden corners of Angkor.
Towering trees rise above, their ancient branches weaving together to form a leafy cathedral high overhead.
Moonlight filters through the dense canopy, casting shimmering, shifting patterns on the soft forest floor.
Nearby, tiny fireflies flicker gently like trapped stars,
their pale lights winking in the emerald embrace of the jungle.
You breathe deeply, drawing in the fresh, earthy scent of moss and damp leaves, feeling the steady, calming rhythm of the forest pulse softly in your chest.
Ahead, the ancient stones of Tarprom emerge from the shadows like a sleeping giant awakening.
Their moss-covered walls are entwined with massive tree roots, twisted and curling like great serpents, born from the very heart of the earth itself. This is a place where history and nature meld seamlessly into one, where every cracked pillar, every fallen lintel, tells a story of time's slow, patient reclaiming. Moss and vines creep over jagged stones, softening their harsh edges and wrapping the ruins in a gentle cloak of vibrant green. The air is thick with whispers, echoes of centuries long past that seem to drift with the cool night breeze.
Imagine wandering through these sacred halls centuries ago, when they hummed with the chants of devoted monks and the steady footsteps of pilgrims. The scent of burning incense would curl through corridors that are now silent, carried on air heavy with reverence.
Sunlight would filter through elaborately carved stone windows, casting golden pools of light that danced over bas reliefs depicting gods, kings, dancers frozen forever in mid-motion. Now, the light that filters through is dappled moonlight, broken by the movement of leaves and branches, casting flickering shadows upon faces weathered by relentless rain and wind. Yet, those stone faces remain watchful, serene, still guarding secrets no human voice can fully unravel. In this deep, quiet place, you may sense the soft presence of the past brushing against your skin. Faint echo of prayer spoken in hushed tones long ago. Hopes whispered into the night air by voices lost to time. The jungle's lullaby continues around you. A melody woven from the rustling of leaves stirred by gentle breezes and the distant calls of night creatures. This soundscape wraps around your spirit, soothing and calming, inviting you to release all burdens and simply be present.
Every step you take carries you deeper into the heart of Angkor's silent legacy, a world where every stone breathes stories, and every shadow conceals secrets waiting patiently to be discovered.
Beneath the watchful gaze of ancient faces carved into temple walls, you find a rare invitation to rest, to dream, and to become part of the endless rhythm that binds history and nature together in a timeless dance. As you move quietly through the ruins, notice the delicate patterns of lichen-coloring stone surfaces, the soft moss carpeting fallen blocks, and the fragile orchids blooming where cracks in the walls allow shafts of moonlight to fall. Nearby, a gentle stream trickles softly over smooth stones, its cool water reflecting the stars above. This stream has been flowing for centuries, a silent witness to the rise and fall of kings, the prayers of monks, and the passage of countless seasons. The night air carries a gentle chill now, wrapping around you like a comforting shawl, urging your mind to slow and your heart to open. Feel the soft pulse of life all around you, the fluttering wings of moths, the distant call of a barking deer, the rustle of small creatures moving unseen through the underbrush. The jungle does not merely surround the ruins,
it embraces them, protecting the silent stories embedded in stone and root alike.
In this moment, the boundaries between past and present blur. You are no longer just a visitor, but a quiet guardian of memories, a witness to the enduring spirit of a civilization that once flourished here. The stillness is sacred, full of gentle power and whispered promises that the legacy of Angkor will continue to live on in the stones, the trees, and those who listen.
So, take a deep breath and feel the calm settle into your bones.
Let the cool night air, the soft sounds, and the weight of history carry you forward gently.
Allow yourself to become part of this timeless landscape, where every step is a step into the heart of mystery, and every breath connects you with the silent legacy beneath the jungle's emerald canopy.
The first gentle light of dawn creeps softly over the horizon, brushing the ancient treetops with a warm, pale golden glow.
Slowly, the vast jungle around you begins to stir. The soft songs of birds waking from their long slumber fill the cool morning air, while leaves shimmer as a gentle breeze whispers through the dense canopy overhead. The ruins of Angkor stand quietly bathed in this tender new light, their moss-covered stones glistening with fresh dew, and the carved faces on temple walls seem to smile softly, as if awakening from a peaceful dream to greet the day.
You move slowly through the awakening city, enveloped by a symphony of early morning sounds, the delicate rustle of leaves, the faint murmur of water flowing nearby, and the subtle footsteps of small creatures beginning their daily wanderings. The air is crisp and fresh, scented with the rich aromas of damp earth and blooming wildflowers. Butterflies drift lazily from blossom to blossom, their fragile wings catching the soft sunlight, casting delicate patterns of color over the tranquil scene.
Every temple, every withered wall, holds within it the warmth of countless dawns like this.
Imagine the generations who once walked here, pilgrims seeking solace and renewal, monks offering sacred prayers, kings contemplating the divine. Their voices mingle with the morning light as it spills through towering trees and dances on ancient carved stones. The hopes, dreams, and whispered prayers of these long-past souls remain woven into the very fabric of these ruins, waiting for gentle hearts like yours to listen and remember. Pause for a moment beside a quiet, still pool of water, its surface perfectly smooth and mirror-like, reflecting the soft pastel hues of the waking sky above.
Lotus flowers float serenely here, their petals unfolding slowly to greet the warmth of the sun.
This water holds the memories of countless peaceful mornings, the soft prayer spoken with reverence, and the slow passage of time itself. Here, time seems to pause, allowing past and present to blend seamlessly, just as the soft colors of dawn paint the heavens with gentle strokes. As the new day begins, know that this silent legacy continues, wrapped tenderly in the loving embrace of the jungle, protected by ancient stones and the gentle sway of tall trees. It waits patiently for dreamers and wanderers to return again and again, to listen with open hearts, to remember the stories carved deep into stone and whispered softly by rustling leaves, and to dream beneath the vast, endless sky where history and nature meet.
Feel your breath slow, your body soften, and your thoughts drift peacefully with the soothing rhythm of this sacred place.
The jungle, the ruins, and the gentle light of dawn cradle you tenderly, inviting you to find rest and renewal in the quiet beauty of this forgotten empire. Let the gentle warmth of the morning sun wrap around you like a soft shawl, filling your mind with images of tender green leaves, sparkling dewdrops, and the delicate flutter of butterfly wings. The stillness and calm of this moment seep deeply into your soul, washing away every worry and easing every tension.
With each breath you take, feel yourself becoming more connected to this timeless place, where every stone tells a story and every shadow holds a secret.
Imagine the gentle murmur of water flowing nearby, the soft rustle of leaves overhead, and the distant call of a bird welcoming the new day.
Allow these peaceful sounds to wash over you, quieting your mind and guiding you gently toward restful dreams.
As you close your eyes, let the peacefulness of Angkor fill your heart. Know that this silent legacy is alive not only in stone and vine, but in the quiet moments like this, where history and nature blend together into a gentle lullaby. May this calm morning scene carry you softly into sleep, where dreams mingle with the whispers of the jungle and the eternal dance of time. Let your thoughts drift like morning mist across the temple roofs, soft and light, moving slowly with the breath of the earth. Picture the first rays of sunlight piercing through leaves, touching the worn faces carved by hands long gone. Each touch of light brings warmth, life, and remembrance, as if the jungle itself is gently waking to greet a new day filled with hope. Listen carefully, and you may hear the faintest echo of ancient chants, soft prayers carried on the wind, blending with the sounds of nature's awakening orchestra. The scent of frangipani blossoms lingers in the air, mingling with fresh dew and the sweet earthiness of the forest floor. This is a sacred moment, suspended between time and memory, inviting you to pause and find peace within. Tonight's silence has given way to this gentle morning chorus, a reminder that even the quietest places hold deep, living stories.
The ruins stand as guardians of time, whispering softly to those who are willing to listen.
And now, as your breathing slows and your mind softens, you become part of this timeless symphony, a dreamer embraced by the silent legacy of Angkor. The morning sun rises higher, spilling a warm, golden light through the dense canopy of the jungle, turning every leaf, stone, and ancient carving into a shimmering mosaic of light and shadow.
The ruins of Angkor glow softly in this gentle illumination, their towering spires and weathered walls bathed in the tender sunlight, yet still wrapped in the quiet mystery that has lingered here for centuries.
The air feels alive with history and nature, an unspoken invitation to slow down, breathe deeply, and savor the peacefulness of this timeless place.
As you wander deeper into the heart of this forgotten empire, the gentle sounds of life awakening form a soothing symphony around you.
The sweet songs of birds thread through the branches overhead. The rustle of leaves stirred by a soft morning breeze creates a delicate rhythm, and somewhere nearby, the subtle splash of water from a hidden pool adds a tranquil melody. The jungle breathes alongside you, its steady, timeless pulse both calming and grounding, encouraging your breath to lengthen and your footsteps to slow, matching the rhythm of this sacred land.
Amid the crumbling temple ruins, small niches cradle clusters of wildflowers, vivid bursts of color that contrast beautifully against ancient moss-covered stone.
Tiny offerings, carefully placed by monks and visitors alike, whisper of reverence and devotion.
These simple tokens remind you that Angkor is more than a relic of the past. It remains a living place, a bridge between the present and a rich history woven with faith, artistry, and quiet strength.
This sacred space, where earth and sky meet, invites you to pause and listen to stories told not in words, but in silence and presence.
You come upon a sprawling banyan tree, its roots sprawling like living ropes around the crumbling stone walls, a breathtaking symbol of nature's patient reclaiming of human creations.
Beneath its generous shade, you settle onto the soft earth, the coolness a gentle relief. The air here carries a delicate blend of fragrances, the heady scent of frangipani and jasmine mingling with the damp, earthy aroma of moss and fallen leaves.
Closing your eyes, you breathe deeply, letting the serenity seep into your being.
The soft pulse of life surrounds you, and you feel the whispers of forgotten prayers carried on the gentle breeze.
As the sun climbs higher, warming the air and brightening the landscape, the peaceful atmosphere of Angkor wraps around you like a comforting shawl. Stone, tree, and sky come together here in quiet harmony.
With each breath, you feel yourself becoming more connected to this silent legacy, the enduring spirit of a civilization that thrived long ago, but continues to live on in the beauty and mystery around you now. Your mind softens, your heart opens wider. The rhythm of the jungle and the gentle warmth of morning sunlight soothe every worry, easing your thoughts toward a restful, peaceful calm.
This legacy of endurance, mystery, and quiet strength waits patiently, ready to share its timeless stories with those who approach with gentle curiosity and open hearts. Allow yourself to be carried by the stillness, the soft sounds of birdsong and rustling leaves, the caress of sunlight filtering through the branches.
Let your breath find its own steady, soothing rhythm, slow and deep, as you settle into the peaceful embrace of this ancient sanctuary.
Here, history and nature entwine in an eternal dance, inviting you to become part of this silent story, to rest, to dream, and to find renewal beneath the emerald sky. As you breathe in this sacred place, imagine the countless dawns that have risen here before, each one folding the past gently into the present.
Feel the cool morning mist cling to your skin, the soft brush of leaves overhead, the subtle hum of life awakening in the jungle around you.
Let your thoughts drift like light clouds across a tranquil sky, free and unburdened.
This moment, this place, is a quiet sanctuary, an endless refuge where time slows and the soul finds peace.
With every breath, you sink deeper into calm, wrapped in the gentle embrace of the jungle's silent legacy. May the warmth of this morning light guide you softly into rest, and may your dreams be filled with the whispers and wonders of Angkor. Allow your mind to wander slowly down the ancient pathways lined with towering pillars and intricate stone carvings. Imagine the soft footsteps of monks and pilgrims who once walked here, their lives woven into the fabric of this sacred city.
Picture the delicate flowers blooming along the edges of the pools, their petals kissed by the first light, their fragrance mingling with the damp earth. Hear the gentle hum of insects waking, the distant call of animals stirring in the undergrowth, all joining in the soft chorus of morning. Take a moment to place your hand gently on the cool stone of a weathered temple wall.
Feel the rough texture beneath your fingertips, the slow heartbeat of the stone that has witnessed centuries of sunrise and sunset, joy and sorrow, faith and devotion.
Let the energy of this place flow through you, grounding and calming your spirit, connecting you to the endless cycle of nature and history. As the morning deepens, the jungle and ruins become a quiet sanctuary for your thoughts.
The peaceful light, the cool shade, and the gentle sounds all invite you to rest, to let go of the day's burdens, and surrender to the timeless rhythm that surrounds you.
Here, you are part of a story larger than yourself, a silent witness to the enduring legacy beneath the jungle canopy. The morning sun continues its gentle ascent, spilling golden hues through the dense canopy above, transforming every leaf, every ancient stone into a glowing tapestry of light and shadow.
The ruins of Angkor seem to pulse softly beneath this radiant warmth, their worn faces and intricate carvings illuminated by the tender glow.
Around you, the jungle awakens fully, the sweet melodies of exotic birds weaving a delicate chorus that flutters through the trees, the constant hum of insects blending with the rustle of leaves stirred by a light breeze. The air carries the rich scent of earth and blossoms, a fragrance that feels timeless and alive, inviting you to breathe deeply and become part of this sacred symphony. As you tread slowly along a winding path threading through the heart of this forgotten city, your eyes trace the exquisite bas reliefs carved into the temple walls, figures of gods, dancers frozen in elegant poses, and mythical creatures come alive in the soft morning light. Moss and lichen cloak the stones, blurring the lines between human artistry and nature's patient embrace. The stones themselves seem to breathe memories the hands that carved them, and the prayers once offered still lingering in the air, woven into the very fabric of these ruins. Here, past and present exist together, intertwined like the roots and vines that entwine and embrace the crumbling stonework, creating a seamless connection between man and nature.
You arrive at a small clearing where shafts of sunlight filter through the thick canopy, bathing a serene statue in a warm, golden spotlight.
The carved deity's expression is calm and welcoming, exuding a peaceful energy that invites you to pause and sit quietly nearby. The jungle's gentle hum fills the space around you, the soft chorus of birdsong and rustling leaves creating a natural lullaby that wraps your thoughts in a peaceful embrace. In this stillness, the weight of time seems to lift, and your soul feels free to rest and renew. Breathe deeply, feeling the gentle warmth of the sun touch your skin and the fragrant air filled with hints of jasmine and frangipani mingling with the damp, earthy aroma of moss and fallen leaves. This place, steeped in centuries of faith and devotion, wraps you in its quiet embrace. Your thoughts slow, your body relaxes, and your spirit opens to the silent stories whispered by stone and leaf alike. Imagine the countless souls who once walked these paths, monks chanting sacred hymns, pilgrims seeking solace, kings contemplating divine mysteries. Their hopes, prayers, and dreams remain etched not only in the carvings, but in the very atmosphere surrounding you. The energy of their devotion hums softly beneath the canopy, inviting you to become part of this living tapestry. As you sit in peaceful contemplation, let your mind wander like a gentle stream flowing through the jungle. Picture flickering candlelight in ancient temples, the soft murmur of prayers rising like incense smoke, and vibrant rituals that once filled these spaces with life and light.
Feel the connection across time, the enduring spirit that binds past to present, human to nature, stone to sky. The peaceful sounds of the jungle cradle you birdsong, distant water, the whisper of leaves in the breeze, each note a gentle reminder of the harmony that exists here. Allow these soothing melodies to wash over you, quieting your mind and inviting your heart to rest. The ruins and the wilderness together form a sanctuary, a place where time flows softly and the soul finds refuge.
When you are ready, rise slowly, carrying this calm within you as you continue your journey. Each step you take becomes part of Angkor's silent legacy, a living thread woven into the fabric of this ancient place. The sun climbs higher, the jungle hums louder, and the story of the forgotten empire unfolds gently before you, waiting for you to listen, remember, and dream. Feel the cool breeze on your skin as you walk beneath the emerald canopy. Notice the interplay of light and shadow, the way sunbeams spotlight the intricate details of carvings long weathered but still proud. Listen to the delicate chorus of cicadas, their rhythmic song pulsing softly like a heartbeat, steady and reassuring. Here, the jungle and ruins sing together a song of endurance, mystery, and quiet beauty. Take a deep breath, and let the peace of this sacred place fill you.
The ruins, the trees, and the soft sky above embrace you in their timeless presence, inviting you to be still, to rest, to dream. You are part of this story now, a quiet guardian of memory and wonder, walking slowly through the echoes of an empire that whispers softly beneath the jungle leaves. Feel your footsteps soften as the path leads you toward an ancient gateway, its stone arches weathered, but standing strong.
Imagine the countless travelers who passed here, their lives intertwined with these stones. The gentle murmur of a nearby stream mingles with your breath as the jungle continues its timeless symphony.
As you continue on, the canopy thickens, and sunlight dapples the forest floor, guiding you gently deeper into the heart of Angkor. Every stone tells a story, every shadow holds a secret, and every breath connects you to a legacy that stretches through centuries.
The jungle thickens all around you as you venture deeper into the ancient heart of Angkor.
Towering trees rise like cathedral pillars, their mighty trunks and sprawling branches weaving a dense canopy overhead. Their roots curl and twist over, under, and through the weathered stones of temples and crumbling walls, as if nature herself embraces this forgotten city with a tender, protective hand.
Shafts of golden sunlight pierce through the dense leaves, casting shifting patterns of light and shadow that dance lazily upon the moss-covered earth. The air hums softly with the pulse of life, the melodic chirping of exotic birds, the gentle buzz of insects weaving through the air, and the distant splash of water flowing from hidden pools. The rich scent of damp earth mingled with the fragrance of wild orchids and blooming jasmine fills your lungs, grounding you in this sacred place where history and nature entwine.
Your footsteps slow, tracing the ancient pathways once traveled by kings, monks, and pilgrims alike.
The intricate bas reliefs on the temple walls captivate your gaze, figures of gods and goddesses frozen in eternal grace, dancers poised mid-motion, mythical creatures twisting in ornate stone carvings. The relentless passage of time has softened their edges and worn away sharp details, but their story still breathes beneath the layers of moss and creeping vines. The stones themselves seem alive, holding memories of hands that shaped them and prayers that once filled the air, woven seamlessly into the fabric of these ruins. Past and present intertwine here, as tightly as the roots and vines embracing the withered stonework, creating a living tapestry of endurance and faith. You come upon a quiet clearing dominated by a colossal banyan tree, its ancient roots sprawling like living veins over a fallen pillar, holding it close as if in a timeless embrace. Beneath its shade, the air is thick with the sweet, intoxicating fragrance of frangipani and jasmine mingled with the earthy scent of moss and rich soil. You settle yourself on the soft, cool earth, breathing deeply as the serenity of this sacred space washes over you. The gentle symphony of the jungle surrounds you, the rustling of leaves stirred by a mild breeze, the distant calls of birds hidden in the canopy, the subtle hum of insects creating a soothing melody. The steady heartbeat of the forest seems to sync with your own, calming your thoughts and easing every worry. Here, surrounded by centuries of devotion and mystery, you feel the gentle pulse of history flow through you. Imagine the monks who chanted sacred hymns in these very halls, pilgrims who sought solace beneath the trees, and kings who meditated on the divine truths carved into the stones. Their hopes and prayers linger still, imbuing the atmosphere with a quiet reverence that invites you to become part of this timeless story. Let your mind drift like a gentle stream flowing softly through the jungle. Visualize flickering candlelight illuminating ancient temples, the gentle murmur of prayers rising like incense smoke, and the vibrant ceremonies that once filled this place with life and light. Feel the invisible threads connecting past and present, human and nature, stone and sky.
The peaceful sounds of the jungle cradle you birdsong, trickling water, the whisper of leaves in the breeze, each note a tender reminder of the harmony woven into this sacred land.
When you are ready, rise slowly and continue your journey, carrying this deep calm within you.
Every step becomes a part of Angkor's silent legacy, a living thread woven into the grand tapestry of this ancient empire. As the sun climbs higher, the jungle hums louder, and the story of the forgotten city unfolds softly before your eyes, waiting patiently for you to listen, remember, and dream.
Feel the cool breeze brush your skin as you move beneath the emerald canopy, watching how light and shadow play on the intricate carvings. Hear the rhythmic song of cicadas pulsing like a heartbeat, steady and reassuring. Here, the jungle and the ruins sing as one a song of endurance, mystery, and quiet beauty.
Take a deep breath and let the peace of this sacred place fill your heart. The ruins, the towering trees, and the vast sky above embrace you in their timeless presence, inviting you to be still, to rest, and to dream.
You are now part of this endless story, a quiet guardian of memory and wonder, walking gently through the echoes of an empire whispered softly beneath the leaves.
As your footsteps soften, you find yourself before an ancient gateway, its stone arches weathered but standing strong.
Imagine the countless travelers who passed through here, their lives intertwined with these stones.
Nearby, the murmur of a stream mingles with your breath, the water clear and cool, winding through the jungle and past stones worn smooth by time.
Picture monks stepping quietly beside this water, their chants rising in harmony with the stream's gentle song. The spirit of those long gone lingers here, a gentle presence guiding your steps deeper into the mysteries of Angkor. Every breath fills you with the lush life of the forest, the earthy scent of rich soil and fragrant leaves, the sweet perfume of blooming flowers, and the clean freshness of flowing water. This is a sanctuary not just of stone and history, but of living nature, a delicate balance held through centuries. As you continue, the sun climbs steadily, scattering warm light through the branches, touching your skin like gentle hands. The jungle awakens with each moment, the colors deepen, the sounds grow richer, and the air shimmers softly with a quiet magic.
With every step, you become more deeply connected to Angkor's silent legacy.
The stones, the trees, the endless sky, and the earth beneath your feet join in a symphony of beauty and endurance.
You walk surrounded by the countless souls who loved, dreamed, and prayed here before, and you join this story now.
In this sacred space, where history and nature entwine, you find a rare peace, a sanctuary for your heart and mind. Let the jungle's embrace hold you softly as you move onward, guided by light and the whispered stories carried on the breeze.
Your footsteps fall softly along a narrow stone path, worn smooth by the passage of countless pilgrims, monks, and kings who once walked these same steps centuries ago.
The path leads you to a hidden staircase carved long ago from the very bedrock of the earth. Each step is gently rounded by the tread of many generations, spiraling upward with a quiet invitation to ascend.
As you climb higher, the air grows cooler and fresher, carrying the subtle aromas of moss, wood stone, and blooming flora that mingle and float lightly with every breath you take.
Reaching the summit, you emerge onto a broad stone platform bathed in the golden glow of morning light.
Before you stretches an awe-inspiring panorama, an endless sea of dense, lush jungle foliage rolling toward the horizon, punctuated here and there by the spires and rooftops of ancient temples rising proudly above the verdant canopy. The sun's rays scatter across the landscape, casting long shadows and revealing every delicate detail, from intricate carvings etched into distant towers to the shimmer of dew still clinging to emerald leaves.
This is a view both humbling and invigorating, reminding you of the enduring spirit of a civilization long past but never truly forgotten. You stand quietly, allowing the weight of centuries to settle gently upon your shoulders like a soft cloak. The silence here is profound yet comforting, broken only by the natural chorus of birdsong, the whisper of leaves swaying in the breeze, and the distant murmur of flowing water hidden somewhere beyond sight. The air vibrates subtly with the energy of prayers and hopes once offered beneath this very sky. their echoes woven into the fabric of the stones and trees around you.
With each inhalation, you draw in the serenity and majesty of this sacred place, feeling it seep deeply into your body and soul.
Your mind slows, thoughts becoming gentle ripples on a vast, still lake. The rhythmic pulse of the jungle, the steady beat of wings fluttering, the rustle of leaves, the soft steps of creatures unseen carries a soothing lullaby that wraps around your heart, quieting every worry and softening every tension. As you stand there, surrounded by the silent testament of faith and endurance, imagine the countless souls who once made this place their home, monks chanting sacred hymns, their voices rising in harmony with the rustling trees,
pilgrims seeking solace and guidance,
kings meditating on the divine mysteries carved in stone.
Their presence lingers, an invisible yet palpable thread weaving past and present into one timeless story.
Gradually, your gaze drifts down as you prepare to descend the ancient staircase. Each step you take carries with it the calm and wonder of the view, the whispering leaves, and the soft light bathing the ruins. You are now part of Angkor's living legacy, a silent guardian, a dreamer, a witness to the eternal dance between nature and history. Feel the cool morning breeze brush softly across your skin as you make your way back through the emerald maze. Notice how the sunlight warms your face, how the jungle hums softly, and how every step echoes the heartbeat of a world that has thrived, faded, and flourished again beneath the watchful gaze of timeless stones. This is a place where time flows slowly and meaningfully, where the past breathes through every leaf and stone, inviting you to listen, to remember, and to dream anew beneath the boundless sky. The soft glow of afternoon sunlight filters gently through the thick canopy above, bathing the ancient ruins of Angkor in a warm, golden hue that spills like liquid honey across moss-covered stones, delicate carvings, and towering pillars. Each ray of light seems to breathe life into the weathered surfaces, illuminating the intricate bas reliefs and statues with a tender radiance that speaks of centuries past. The jungle surrounding you hums softly with quiet vitality, the gentle rustle of leaves stirred by a mild breeze, the melodic calls of exotic birds perched high in the branches, and the persistent hum of insects weaving invisible threads through the warm air.
The scent of damp earth mingles with the intoxicating fragrance of wild orchids and blooming frangipani, filling your lungs with a heady perfume that grounds you in this sacred moment. You walk slowly along a winding path that curves gently through the heart of the jungle, each step cushioned by a thick carpet of moss and fallen leaves.
The air is cool but tinged with warmth, and the soft light dapples the forest floor in shifting patterns of gold and green.
Vines drape gracefully over crumbling stone walls, their delicate tendrils curling and twisting as if reaching for the sky.
Here and there, clusters of vibrant orchids bloom in hidden crevices, adding unexpected splashes of color amid the endless green embrace of the forest.
The entire scene feels like a living painting, a harmonious blend of nature and history, time and memory, stillness and movement.
Pausing beside a small, tranquil pond nestled deep within this lush sanctuary, you watch as the water's glassy surface reflects the sky and surrounding foliage with perfect clarity. Gentle ripples ripple outward when a fish breaks the surface or a breeze stirs the leaves above.
The quiet croak of frogs and the soft splash of water insects add their own delicate notes to the natural symphony, creating a lullaby that invites you to sit quietly and breathe deeply.
This hidden oasis feels untouched by the relentless march of time, a sacred refuge where the spirit of the jungle and the echoes of a vanished civilization intertwine seamlessly.
You continue your journey, drawn toward a series of towering stone pillars that rise like ancient sentinels, their surfaces adorned with exquisite carvings that tell tales of gods, warriors, and celestial beings. Though centuries of rain and wind have softened some details and smoothed rough edges, the artistry remains breathtaking, a testament to the devotion and skill of those who shaped this place.
The air here is thick with the reverent silence of prayers long spoken, as if the very stones remember the voices and hopes of generations past. The atmosphere invites you to pause, to rest, and to absorb the profound stillness that hangs like a sacred veil. In this place where nature and history intertwine so perfectly, you are reminded of the enduring spirit that has carried Angkor through centuries of change and challenge. The silent stones and vibrant jungle weave a story of resilience, renewal, and timeless beauty. As you stand amidst this living embrace, allow the gentle presence of the ancient city to cradle your thoughts and soothe your mind. Feel the soft pulse of the earth beneath your feet, the warm caress of sunlight filtering through the canopy, and the gentle chorus of life surrounding you, all blending together to guide you gently toward a state of restful peace. Let your breath deepen, matching the slow, steady rhythm of the jungle's heartbeat.
Feel your body relax fully, sinking into the calm that flows from this hallowed ground. Release every tension, every racing thought, and open yourself to the quiet magic of Angkor's silent legacy.
Here, amidst moss and stone, you find a sanctuary for your soul, a place where time moves softly, where history whispers tenderly, and where dreams are gently nurtured beneath the sheltering arms of ancient trees. As the sun begins its descent, casting long, soft shadows across the forest floor, you feel a profound connection to this sacred place, a connection that transcends time and space, weaving you into the endless tapestry of life here. You are now part of a living story, an eternal dance between humanity and nature, past and present, silence and song.
With one final deep breath, you rise from the tranquil pond's edge and continue your journey through the labyrinthine ruins.
Each step is measured and deliberate, carrying with it the calm and wonder you have gathered here. The fading light wraps around you like a gentle shawl, and the jungle's whispered melodies accompany your footsteps, promising peace, mystery, and endless discovery. The evening sky slowly fades into a soft lavender, casting a serene and calming glow over the ancient stones of Angkor.
The ruins, standing proudly despite centuries of wear, seem to breathe quietly beneath the dense canopy of the jungle, now settling gently into twilight.
The vibrant symphony of daytime wildlife softens as the sun sinks lower, and the nocturnal inhabitants of the forest begin to stir in the cooling air. Crickets start their rhythmic, soothing chorus, a steady pulse weaving through the warm night breeze. The delicate rustle of small creatures moving cautiously through the underbrush adds soft, whispered notes to this natural lullaby, creating a peaceful atmosphere that wraps around you like a comforting shawl. The scent of moist earth rises with the coolness of evening, mingling with the sweet fragrance of jasmine and blooming frangipani, filling your lungs with a soothing perfume that calms your very soul.
Drawn deeper into this serene sanctuary, you find yourself wandering beneath a grand temple archway, where the smooth, cool stone provides a grounding touch beneath your fingertips. The intricate carvings that adorn the arch tell stories carved by hands long gone, their edges softened by the relentless passage of time, but still radiant with silent power. Faces of gods, guardians, and celestial beings gaze down with serene expressions, their features revealing the wisdom and strength of ages past.
As the fading light casts deepening shadows over the reliefs, the figures seem to stir, their silent watch welcoming you to pause and reflect. The air here is thick with the mingling scents of moss, damp stone, and fragrant blossoms, crafting an atmosphere of sacred reverence that invites quiet contemplation and deep breaths.
Above, stars begin to twinkle faintly through breaks in the thick jungle canopy, scattered like diamonds across the deepening indigo sky.
Ancient constellations emerge slowly, their patterns telling stories that have guided generations and inspired countless prayers.
The profound silence that blankets the forest is rich and comforting, wrapping around you like a soft, protective cloak.
The whispers of the forest, the gentle rustling of leaves, distant calls of nocturnal birds, and the faint murmur of a hidden stream compose a lullaby that quiets your mind and eases your spirit, encouraging you to sink deeper into calm.
In this sacred hour, surrender fully to the present moment. Feel the cool night breeze brush tenderly against your skin, carrying with it the promise of rest, renewal, and peaceful dreams. Allow your body to relax completely.
Muscles soften as tension melts away, and your mind slows to harmonize with the gentle rhythm of the jungle night. Imagine the countless souls who have walked these same grounds at twilight, their prayers whispered softly into the dark, their hopes mingling with the stars and shadows, forever woven into the fabric of this ancient and sacred place. Under the watchful gaze of Angkor's timeless stones, silence is alive and full, not empty or hollow, but rich with history, spirit, and memory. Let this stillness cradle your thoughts and gently carry you toward restful dreams. Picture fireflies beginning to dance amid the emerald leaves, their tiny lights flickering like stars caught in the night's embrace. The night air wraps around you like a silken veil, cool and tender, soothing every thought and every feeling. As you close your eyes, allow yourself to drift softly into sleep beneath the vast, endless sky where history and nature entwine in eternal embrace.
Know that the legacy of Angkor lives on not only in the stones and vines, but in the tender silence of the night, a whispered promise carried gently on the breeze, guiding you toward rest, renewal, and sweet dreams.
Let the gentle hum of the jungle night sing you a lullaby, the soft rustling of leaves and distant calls blending into a melody as old as time itself. The stars above shine down with quiet grace, lighting your path even in darkness. Here, in this timeless sanctuary, find peace and belonging, wrapped in the endless arms of the forgotten empire. The night deepens slowly, drawing a velvet cloak over the ancient ruins of Angkor, softening the sharp edges of stone and leaf beneath a deep indigo sky.
Countless stars glitter above, their gentle light flickering like distant guardians watching over the sacred city.
The jungle exhales quietly around you, breathing life into the night with the faint rustling of leaves, the soft calls of unseen creatures, and the gentle murmur of a hidden stream flowing somewhere beyond your sight. The air carries the rich scent of damp earth mingled with the sweet perfume of jasmine and frangipani blossoms, wrapping the space in a fragrant, calming embrace.
Every breath you take fills your lungs with this tranquil essence, soothing your soul and slowing your heartbeat.
Walking slowly along a winding path, your footsteps cushioned by a soft carpet of moss and fallen leaves, you move beneath towering trees whose ancient branches intertwine overhead, forming a living cathedral bathed in moonlight. The silver beams filter gently through the canopy, casting shifting, shimmering patterns of light and shadow across moss-covered stones and crumbling temple walls.
The intricate carvings etched into the weathered stone come alive under this celestial glow, faces of gods and kings, celestial dancers poised forever mid-motion, warriors standing guard in silent vigilance. These timeless images, softened but undiminished by centuries of wind and rain, seem to whisper their ancient stories to you, inviting your heart to listen deeply.
The jungle hums softly with life, the rhythmic chirping of crickets, the distant call of night birds, and the gentle rustle of small animals moving cautiously through the undergrowth.
This symphony is both ancient and eternal, a lullaby sung by the very heart of the forest.
The air feels alive with magic and memory, a sacred harmony that invites you to slow your pace and open your senses to the quiet wonder all around.
Eventually, you find yourself in a secluded alcove beneath the sprawling roots of a majestic banyan tree.
Its great limbs stretch wide above you, like protective arms holding the night close.
The earth beneath your feet is soft and cool, carpeted with moss and the gentle fall of fragrant petals.
Here, the air is thick with the heady scent of night-blooming flowers, mingling with the earthiness of damp soil and ancient stone.
The breeze brushes softly across your skin, carrying with it whispered promises of peace and renewal. You settle down comfortably among the roots, feeling the slow, steady pulse of the jungle beneath you, the timeless rhythm of earth, stone, and leaf.
In this sacred sanctuary, you imagine the many souls who have come here through the ages, monks chanting quiet prayers, pilgrims seeking solace beneath the stars, kings and queens who once walked these grounds contemplating mysteries beyond time. Their presence lingers like a gentle caress, weaving a thread of connection through the ages that binds past to present. Above you, the stars continue to twinkle brightly, their light shimmering through the leaves in delicate patterns that flicker softly across the temple ruins and forest floor. Fireflies begin their nocturnal dance, tiny sparks of light that float gently through the air like terrestrial stars, adding their own magic to the night's gentle beauty. The silent conversation between sky and jungle unfolds around you, a sacred dance of shadow and light, stillness and song that has played here for millennia. Your breath slows and deepens, attuning to the peaceful rhythm of the night. The worries and tensions of the day melt away, your thoughts becoming soft ripples on the surface of a quiet lake. The jungle's gentle symphony cradles your mind and heart, its soothing melodies inviting you into a space of profound calm. Here, you are safe, held tenderly in the endless embrace of the ancient forest and timeless stones of Angkor. As your eyes grow heavy and close, you envision the soft glow of moonlight filtering through the branches above, painting gentle shadows around you. The cool, fragrant night air brushes softly against your skin, carrying whispered lullabies of rest and renewal. Allow yourself to drift gently into sleep beneath the vast, eternal sky where history and nature entwine in their eternal embrace. Know that the legacy of Angkor lives on not only in stone and vine, but in the tender silence of the night, a whispered promise carried on the breeze, guiding you toward restful peace and the sweetest of dreams. The first gentle light of dawn begins to creep softly over the horizon, painting the dense jungle canopy with delicate strokes of pink, lavender, and shimmering gold.
The ancient ruins of Angkor, hidden beneath layers of moss and entwined vines, slowly come alive beneath this tender morning glow.
The weathered stones, though worn by centuries of time and nature, catch the sun's early rays like scattered jewels strewn across a vast and timeless tapestry. The air is crisp and fresh, heavy with the rich, intoxicating scent of moist earth mingled with the sweet perfumes of blooming wild orchids, frangipani, and jasmine flowers. Each breath you take draws this sacred fragrance deep into your lungs, soothing your mind and calming your spirit.
As you walk slowly along a winding path, your footsteps softened by a thick carpet of moss, fallen leaves, and rich soil, the jungle hums softly with the sounds of morning awakening.
The melodious song of exotic birds bursts forth in bright and joyful choruses, their harmonies weaving through the canopy like a delicate symphony. Tiny insects begin their quiet dances among the dew-kissed leaves, while the distant murmur of a stream adds a soothing rhythm to the soundscape.
Sunlight filters gently through the emerald leaves, creating shifting, shimmering patterns of gold and green on the ground and ancient stones.
You feel your breath deepen and slow, your heart sinking with the gentle pulse of the jungle as it stirs to life.
The ruins themselves seem to awaken with the jungle's stirrings.
Each carved figure, every worn bas relief, tells stories that transcend time. Gods and kings, warriors and dancers frozen in eternal grace. Moss and lichen soften the stones, blending human artistry with nature's patient embrace to form a living tapestry of faith and endurance. The carved faces of ancient rulers gaze serenely from temple walls, their expressions timeless and wise, watching over the jungle with a steady and eternal presence. The stones seem to breathe softly, whispering the hopes, prayers, and dreams of countless souls who once walked these paths long ago. Moving deeper into the ruins, you come across a stone staircase, worn smooth by the footsteps of centuries. Each step feels sacred beneath your feet, a bridge connecting you with the past. As you ascend slowly, the jungle opens up to reveal a breathtaking view in endless sea of emerald green stretching as far as the eye can see, punctuated by temple spires rising proudly above the canopy.
The sunlight bathes the landscape in a warm golden light, casting long shadows that dance gently over the treetops. You continue your journey until you find a tranquil pool nestled among the ruins, its surface mirror-like and calm.
Lotus flowers float serenely here, their petals slowly unfurling as they greet the warming rays of the sun. Dragonflies dart lightly above the water, their iridescent wings catching the light and sparkling like tiny jewels. The chorus of frogs and the gentle buzz of insects add a soothing melody to this peaceful scene, inviting you to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and feel the stillness seep into your soul. In this sacred sanctuary, you feel a profound connection to the silent legacy of Angkor. The air hums softly with the presence of countless souls monks chanting sacred hymns, pilgrims seeking solace, kings contemplating divine mysteries. Their spirits linger here, woven invisibly through the stones and trees,
touching your heart with a deep sense of belonging and peace. Allow the cool morning breeze to carry away any lingering worries or tensions. Feel your body soften completely, your mind slowing as you become one with the gentle rhythm of the jungle's awakening.
Imagine centuries of dawns like this, each bringing hope, renewal, and quiet strength, silently folding into the fabric of this timeless place.
Let your thoughts drift gently like soft leaves floating on a calm river, carried toward restful dreams and new beginnings. Here, beneath the vast, endless sky and amidst ancient stones, the forgotten empire of Angkor sings its eternal lullaby, a whispered invitation to remember, to dream, and to find peace within this timeless sanctuary.
The sun steadily climbs higher in the brightening sky, pouring warm golden light through the thick emerald canopy that crowns the jungle around Angkor. Each leaf and branch shimmers softly, as if dusted with delicate specks of gold dust, while patches of sunlight dance across the mossy stones below like scattered stars come to earth.
Towering ancient trees, their thick trunks gnarled and wrapped in hanging moss, sway gently in the mild morning breeze.
Their leaves whisper softly in a language as old as the earth itself, a secret song carried from one generation to the next through rustling boughs. The air is heavy with the rich scent of damp earth mingled with the delicate sweetness of blooming frangipani and jasmine flowers, their fragrance weaving together to form a fragrant veil that wraps around you, inviting serenity and peace deep into your lungs with every breath. As you walk softly along the winding path beneath the towering trees, your footsteps are muffled by centuries of moss, fallen leaves, and soft earth. The jungle pulses with life all around you, a symphony of nature's whispers and melodies rising with the morning light. Brightly colored tropical birds call out with joyous notes that weave through the canopy like an intricate melody. Butterflies flutter gently, their wings brushing lightly against flowers and leaves. Tiny insects hum softly nearby, their delicate wings beating softly in the warm, humid air. The gentle murmur of a flowing stream somewhere close adds a constant, soothing undertone to this natural concert. The sunlight filters through the canopy overhead, casting shifting, shimmering patterns of gold and emerald upon the ground and the ancient stones, as if the very forest floor breathes in harmony with the jungle's awakening.
Deeper into the sprawling ruins, temple walls and majestic pillars rise around you like colossal storytellers.
Each carved stone speaks silent tales, gods, kings, warriors, and celestial dancers forever frozen in graceful motion. Time has softened some edges and blurred details, but the essence of devotion, power, and cosmic harmony remains vivid and palpable. Moss and lichen embrace every surface, fusing human artistry with nature's patient reclamation to form a living tapestry of faith and endurance whispered through the centuries.
You step into a grand hall where rows of tall stone columns stretch toward the heavens.
Their surfaces are adorned with intricate motifs and faded inscriptions that tell forgotten legends. Shafts of sunlight pour through cracks and openings in the stone roof, casting long, shifting patterns of light and shadow that slowly dance across the worn, cool floors. The air here is cool and still, dense with reverence and the weight of history.
Silence fills this sacred space, not empty, but alive with the unspoken prayers, chants, and echoes of countless generations who sought solace beneath this vast, enduring roof. You pause, breath held gently, soaking in the ancient energy that still lingers here, inviting you to a quiet moment of reflection and reverence.
In a quiet corner, a simple yet beautiful altar stands. Fresh flowers, their petals vibrant and glistening with morning dew, rest arranged with care by unseen worshippers, an offering of faith bridging centuries. The delicate floral scent mingles with the earthy aroma of moss and ancient stone, crafting a sacred perfume that fills the cool air with tranquility and grace. You kneel beside this altar, closing your eyes and breathing deeply.
A wave of peace washes over you, softening your thoughts, loosening every muscle.
Time seems to suspend, the present melting into the eternal, and your heart opens wide to the calm that flows freely from this hallowed place.
Surrounded by such timeless beauty, you feel profoundly connected to the countless souls who have walked these same paths, monks chanting sacred hymns in the early morning light, pilgrims seeking comfort beneath towering trees, kings contemplating divine mysteries carved deep into stone. Their presence lingers softly like a warm, comforting breeze, woven invisibly into stone and leaf alike.
You feel their spirits touch your soul, filling you with a profound sense of belonging and peace.
This sacred inheritance enfolds you like a warm, sure, steady, enduring, eternal. Slowly, you rise and continue your deliberate, gentle journey through the temple grounds.
The sun climbs higher still, scattering golden light over the emerald canopy and weathered ruins. The jungle sings anew the brilliant calls of birds, the gentle hum of insects, the soft rustle of leaves, each sound a vital thread woven into the living fabric of this sacred place.
With every step, you carry the calm, wonder, and reverence you have gathered here. This precious treasure will remain in your heart long after you leave these timeless stones, a quiet flame burning softly in the depths of your soul.
The jungle around you softens beneath the warm, golden light of the afternoon sun, which filters gently through the thick canopy of leaves overhead.
The sunlight falls in dappled patterns, painting the mossy stones of the ancient ruins with shifting patches of brightness and shadow. The air is heavy with the scent of damp earth and wild flowers, their delicate fragrances mingling and drifting softly through the humid atmosphere.
With each breath, you draw in this rich, natural perfume that seems to fill your very soul with calm and peace.
Your footsteps sound muted as you tread carefully along the weathered stone path, cushioned by centuries of fallen leaves and thick moss.
The jungle hums quietly around you, a symphony of subtle sounds, the soft rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, the distant calls of bright tropical birds weaving through the trees, the faint buzzing of insects dancing in the warm air,
and the soothing trickle of a hidden stream somewhere nearby.
These sounds combine into a natural lullaby, coaxing your thoughts to slow and your heart to settle. As you wander deeper into the vast temple complex, your eyes are drawn to a grand staircase carved from ancient stone, its steps once smoothed by the countless feet of generations past.
You begin to ascend slowly, your hands brushing the cool, rough surface of the balustrade, each step connecting you more deeply to the history woven into this sacred place.
The air grows cooler as you climb higher, carrying with it the faint scents of moss and blooming flowers, along with the ever-present richness of the earth itself. At the top of the staircase, you reach a broad terrace that overlooks an endless sea of emerald green treetops stretching toward the horizon. Towering temple spires rise above the canopy like sentinels guarding the secrets of centuries.
The sun's rays wash over the scene, bathing the ruins and jungle alike in a warm, golden glow. The air here is fresh and alive with the quiet pulse of the forest, mingling with distant bird calls and the whisper of the wind through the leaves. You settle onto the smooth stone ledge of the terrace, feeling the steady warmth of the sun on your skin and the gentle touch of the breeze. The vastness of the jungle before you fills your heart with a deep sense of awe and tranquility. The ruins seem to breathe around you, alive with stories and memories that linger in the stones and the air, the chants of monks long past, the footsteps of pilgrims, the contemplations of kings who once sought wisdom beneath this endless sky.
As you sit quietly, your mind begins to wander with the breeze, thoughts drifting like leaves floating gently on a calm stream. You feel yourself becoming one with the timeless rhythm of the jungle and the eternal legacy of Angkor.
The peacefulness surrounding you is like a soft, comforting blanket, encouraging you to let go of all tension and rest fully in this moment of stillness.
The sun begins its slow descent, casting long shadows and bathing the landscape in warm amber hues. The cooling air carries with it the promise of evening's calm. As the jungle's song shifts toward nightfall, the vibrant sounds of daytime give way to softer whispers, the rustle of nocturnal creatures stirring, the distant call of an owl, the faint croak of frogs by the water's edge. This gentle transition wraps around you like a lullaby, inviting you to close your eyes and surrender to restful dreams filled with wonder and renewal. Here, in this sacred place where nature and history intertwine, you feel the quiet strength of the forgotten empire cradling your spirit. May this moment of peace guide you gently into sleep, where the stories of Angkor whisper softly in your dreams. As twilight descends softly over the ancient jungle surrounding Angkor, the ruins transform into a world of quiet mystery and gentle shadows.
The last golden rays of the sun filter tenderly through the thick canopy overhead, casting long, shifting patterns of light and darkness that seem to pulse with a timeless rhythm.
The air cools gradually, carrying the rich, earthy scent of damp soil mingled with the delicate sweetness of night-blooming jasmine and frangipani flowers.
Their fragrance drifts through the humid evening air like a whispered lullaby, wrapping around you in a silken embrace, calming your spirit and quieting your thoughts. Your footsteps sound muffled on the soft carpet of moss and fallen leaves that blanket the centuries-old stones beneath your feet. These stones, worn smooth by countless pilgrims and kings who once walked these paths, seem to pulse with the heartbeat of history itself.
The carved faces on the temple walls, gods with serene smiles, kings gazing wisely, celestial dancers frozen mid-motion watch silently as you pass. Their stories woven deep into the fabric of this sacred place. Thick vines curl lovingly around stone pillars, while emerald moss carpets the ground in waves of velvety green, merging human artistry and wild nature into a living tapestry of faith, endurance, and timeless beauty. Above, a gentle breeze stirs the ancient leaves, carrying the distant calls of tropical birds returning to their nests and the soft murmur of a hidden stream flowing quietly nearby. These sounds blend into a natural symphony, the faint rustling of nocturnal creatures beginning their nightly wanderings, the chorus of insects awakening, the gentle sigh of wind weaving through the leaves. This harmony wraps you in calm and comfort. Each breath fills your lungs with the cool, fragrant air of dusk, grounding you deeper into this moment of reverence and peace.
Drawn by a quiet invitation, you find a secluded alcove nestled among the gnarled roots of a towering ancient tree.
There, a smooth stone bench carved long ago for weary travelers and pilgrims waits silently.
The soft glow of twilight bathes the ruins in amber and rose hues, blurring edges and lending an ethereal quality to the landscape. Surrounded by the enduring presence of stone and the tender embrace of jungle greenery, you feel a profound sense of peace settle gently within your heart, as if cradled by the very soul of Angkor itself.
The jungle's dusk chorus, the whispering leaves, distant bird calls, soft water murmurs becomes the steady heartbeat of this timeless sanctuary.
With each breath, you feel yourself merge with the eternal rhythm of Angkor's legacy, a silent witness to cycles of day and night, growth and rest, memory and dreaming.
The presence of those who came before, monks chanting sacred prayers at dawn, pilgrims seeking solace beneath towering trees, kings contemplating divine mysteries carved deep into stone lingers softly like a warm breeze woven invisibly into stone and leaf.
As darkness deepens, stars begin to twinkle through the thinning canopy, their gentle light shimmering like distant lanterns guiding you toward restful dreams. The cool evening air brushes softly against your skin, carrying whispered promises of renewal and calm.
Beneath this vast, endless sky, you close your eyes and surrender to the gentle magic of Angkor, allowing it to cradle you tenderly into peaceful sleep.
May your dreams be filled with the timeless stories of this forgotten empire, whispers of gods and kings, the rustling of leaves, the songs of the jungle's creatures, and may your heart find rest secure in the quiet, eternal embrace of the night.
The night deepens gently over the sprawling jungle of Angkor, wrapping the ancient ruins in a velvety cloak sprinkled with 1,000 twinkling stars.
The moon, full and luminous, casts soft silver beams that dance like ethereal spirits upon moss-covered stones, cracked temple walls, and the tangled roots of towering trees. The ruins rest in quiet majesty beneath this celestial glow, their secrets held safely by the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant, mysterious calls of nocturnal creatures awakening to the rhythms of the night.
The air is cool, carrying with it the delicate, fragrant breath of blooming night flowers, jasmine, frangipani, and wild orchids that mingle with the damp, earthy scent of soil and ancient stone. This rich perfume envelops you like a gentle shawl, soothing your spirit and quieting the restless thoughts of the day.
You walk slowly through the temple grounds, each step cushioned by centuries of moss and fallen leaves that have softened the worn stones beneath your feet. The earth beneath seems alive, pulsing softly with the echoes of prayers whispered, hopes offered, and lives lived in this sacred place over countless generations.
The ruins around you stand as silent witnesses to the endless passage of time. Their intricate bas reliefs depicting gods, kings, dancers, and warriors bathed in the cool moonlight, their carved faces seeming to watch over you with timeless wisdom. Moss and creeping vines cling lovingly to their surfaces, weaving nature and human craft into a living tapestry that breathes the legacy of faith, endurance, and artistry. Above, the leaves whisper with a gentle breeze that carries the distant calls of tropical birds returning to roost and the soft, steady murmur of a stream hidden among the trees. The symphony of the jungle night swells the fluttering of insect wings, the rustle of small creatures moving through underbrush, the croak of frogs near water's edge blending into a soothing lullaby that wraps you in calm and comfort. Each breath fills you with the cool, fragrant air of dusk, grounding your soul ever deeper into this moment of reverence and peace.
Drawn by a silent invitation, you discover a secluded alcove nestled among the gnarled roots of an ancient tree whose branches stretch wide above like protective arms.
A smooth stone bench, worn by the passage of time, offers a place to rest. Here, twilight's soft glow bathes the ruins in hues of amber and rose, blurring edges and casting the landscape in an ethereal, dreamlike light.
Surrounded by the enduring strength of stone and the tender embrace of jungle greenery, you feel a profound sense of peace settle quietly within your heart, as if cradled by the very soul of Angkor itself.
The jungle's nocturnal chorus, the whispering leaves, distant bird calls, gentle water murmurs beats like a steady heart beneath the canopy. With every breath,
you merge more deeply with the eternal rhythm of Angkor's legacy, a silent witness to the cycles of day and night, growth and rest, memory and dreaming.
The spirits of those who came before you linger softly, monks chanting sacred hymns at dawn, pilgrims seeking solace beneath towering trees, kings pondering divine mysteries carved deep into stone woven invisibly into the fabric of stone and leaf, embracing you warmly and eternally.
As darkness settles fully, the stars above blaze brighter, their twinkling lights shimmering like distant lanterns guiding you gently toward restful dreams. The cool night air brushes softly against your skin, carrying whispered promises of renewal and calm.
Beneath the vast, endless sky, you close your eyes and surrender to the gentle magic of Angkor, allowing it to cradle you tenderly into peaceful sleep.
May your dreams be filled with the timeless stories of this forgotten empire, the whispered prayers of monks, the silent dance of shadows, the rustle of ancient leaves, and the songs of the jungle's creatures.
May your heart rest safely in the quiet, eternal embrace of the night. The first light of dawn slowly stretches its soft fingers across the vast jungle surrounding the ancient ruins of Angkor, painting the horizon with hues of pink, lavender, and golden amber. The dense canopy of emerald leaves begins to shimmer with a delicate glow, each leaf sparkling as if dusted with morning dew. The air is cool and refreshing, infused with the rich scent of moist earth and the intoxicating fragrance of wild orchids, jasmine, and frangipani flowers hidden deep within the greenery. Each breath draws this natural perfume deep into your lungs, calming your mind and opening your heart to the peaceful awakening around you. The jungle stirs gently, awakening from its nightly slumber. The faint rustle of leaves is joined by the soft, melodious songs of birds as they greet the new day.
Their calls rise and fall in harmonious choruses, weaving through the branches and filling the air with a soothing symphony.
Colorful butterflies begin their lazy, graceful flights among the blossoming flowers, their fragile wings catching the sunlight and scattering tiny flecks of color like floating petals. Somewhere nearby, the gentle murmur of a hidden stream provides a rhythmic undertone to the morning's chorus, its water weaving silently through the undergrowth.
You walk slowly along the ancient stone pathways, your footsteps softened by a thick carpet of moss and fallen leaves.
The stones beneath your feet are cool and smooth, worn down by centuries of footsteps from pilgrims, monks, kings, and travelers who once sought solace here. Around you, the majestic ruins rise like frozen guardians of history, towering temple walls, etched with intricate bas reliefs depicting gods, celestial dancers, warriors, and kings. The faces carved into the stone gaze serenely into the distance, their expressions imbued with wisdom and timeless grace. Vines and moss creep over the weathered surfaces, weaving a living tapestry that blurs the boundary between human creation and nature's gentle reclaiming. The soft morning light caresses the ruins, casting shifting shadows that dance playfully with the breeze.
You pause beside a tranquil pool nestled among the stones.
Its glassy surface reflects the pale blue sky above and the vibrant greenery around, interrupted only by the delicate lotus flowers floating peacefully atop the water.
Dragonflies dart lightly above, their iridescent wings glinting in the sun like scattered jewels.
The gentle sounds of frogs croaking and insects humming create a natural lullaby, inviting you to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and let your thoughts drift with the gentle current of the day.
Settling onto a moss-covered stone bench, you allow yourself to be enveloped by the sacred energy of this timeless place.
The gentle rustling of leaves, the birds' joyful melodies, and the soft flow of water combine into a soothing embrace that calms your body and stills your mind. Your breath slows, your heart softens, and you feel your spirit open to the enduring promise held within these ancient stones, a promise of renewal, faith, and quiet strength that has carried countless souls through the ages.
As the sun rises higher, its warm rays flood the jungle and ruins alike, illuminating every detail with a golden glow. The silent legacy of Angkor surrounds you, alive in every carved stone and whispering leaf, inviting you to become part of its eternal story. Let this peaceful morning carry you gently into restful dreams, filled with light, hope, and the timeless spirit of a place where history and nature dance together beneath the endless sky.
The soft morning light deepens slowly over the sprawling jungle, cradling the ancient ruins of Angkor. A warm golden glow spreads across the dense canopy, filtering through layers of leaves to dance upon moss-covered stones and weathered temple walls below. Tiny droplets of dew cling like fragile jewels to the edges of emerald leaves, sparkling and shimmering, as if scattered by some unseen hand. The air is crisp and fresh, filled with the rich scent of moist earth mingling with the subtle, sweet fragrance of wild orchids, jasmine, and frangipani flowers hidden deep within the greenery. Each breath you take fills you with this fragrant symphony, soothing your spirit and opening your heart to the gentle awakening surrounding you. The jungle stirs slowly, unfolding vibrant life in the soft embrace of dawn. The stillness breaks with a delicate trill of birdsong, melodies rising and falling as feathered creatures flit through the treetops. Their voices weave an intricate, soothing symphony that drifts softly on the breeze. Butterflies, their wings painted in hues of sapphire, gold, and ruby, dance lazily among blooming flowers, casting flickers of color shimmering in the warming light. Nearby, a hidden stream murmurs its quiet song, water flowing gently over smooth stones, adding a calming rhythm beneath a joyful chorus of life. You walk slowly along an ancient stone pathway, its surface softened by centuries of moss and a scatter of fallen leaves. The stones feel cool beneath your fingertips as you trace delicate carvings etched into their surfaces faces of gods, celestial dancers frozen mid-motion, kings who once ruled with wisdom and grace. These silent stories have endured through the ages, whispering of faith, power, and devotion. Vines curl lovingly around pillars and walls, nature's gentle reclamation, weaving together human craft and wild growth into a living tapestry of resilience and beauty. The morning sunlight moves across the ruins, casting shifting shadows that sway softly with the gentle breeze. You pause beside a quiet pool nestled among the stones, its surface smooth and mirror-like, reflecting the pastel sky above and lush greenery surrounding it. Lotus flowers float serenely on the water, their petals unfolding slowly to greet the warmth of the day. Dragonflies flit above the surface, their iridescent wings catching light and sparkling like scattered gems. The soft chorus of frogs and insects fills the air, a natural lullaby inviting you to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and let your thoughts drift peacefully. Settling onto a moss-covered stone bench, you close your eyes and allow the sacred energy of this ancient place to wash over you. The rustling leaves, joyous songs of birds, and gentle murmurs of water combine into a soothing embrace, calming your body and stilling your mind. Your breath deepens, your heart softens, and your spirit opens to the enduring promise held within these stones, a promise of renewal, strength, and the quiet power of faith that has guided countless souls through the centuries. As the sun rises higher, its golden rays flood temple grounds and jungle alike, illuminating every intricate detail with warm glow. The silent legacy of Angkor surrounds you, alive in every carved stone and whispered breeze, inviting you to become part of its timeless story. Let this tranquil morning carry you gently into restful dreams, filled with light, hope, and eternal spirit of a place where history and nature dance together beneath boundless sky.
The afternoon light filters softly through the dense canopy above, casting dappled patterns of golden shadow that dance slowly across temple walls, worn pathways, and twisted vines. Vines curl lovingly around ancient pillars, their tendrils weaving a living tapestry that blends human artistry with nature's reclaiming hand. The air is thick with the rich scent of moist moss mingled with the subtle sweetness of blooming wildflowers nestled in hidden crevices, carrying a fragrance that fills your senses and quiets your mind, inviting a deep, calming breath that opens your heart to the sacred embrace of this ancient place. You wander slowly, reverently among the majestic ruins, your fingertips trailing the cool, rough surfaces of weathered stones edged with intricate carvings that tell stories of devotion, power, and faith woven through centuries. Each step is softened by layers of moss and fallen leaves cushioning your feet, as if the earth itself welcomes your presence with a gentle sigh. Around you, the ruins rise like timeless sentinels, their grandeur and mystery inviting quiet reflection and reverence. The carved faces of kings and gods gaze serenely into the distance, expressions frozen in time yet alive with an eternal wisdom that transcends generations. The afternoon light filters softly through the dense canopy above, casting dappled patterns of golden shadow that dance slowly across temple walls, worn pathways, and twisted vines. Vines curl lovingly around ancient pillars, their tendrils weaving a living tapestry that blends human artistry with nature's reclaiming hand.
Delicate petals of orchids and exotic blossoms peek shyly from secret nooks, their vibrant colors adding bursts of life to the withered stone.
The rustle of leaves overhead melds with the distant splash of water flowing over smooth stones in a nearby stream, crafting a natural lullaby that soothes the spirit and calms the restless mind. Bees hum softly nearby, and butterflies flit gracefully between flowers, their fragile wings catching the sun in flashes of sapphire, gold, and ruby.
You pause at the base of a grand stone staircase, its steps worn smooth by countless footsteps that have tread here over centuries.
Taking a deep breath, you rest your hands upon the cool surface, feeling the lingering warmth of countless dawns and dusks etched into the very fabric of these stones. The sacred energy of this place surrounds you like a gentle embrace, a silent invitation to rest and become one with the timeless rhythm where nature and history are intertwined.
Closing your eyes for a moment, you let the tranquility wash over you, sensing the many souls who have passed this way, pilgrims, monks, kings, each leaving an imprint in the air, a whisper of their prayers and hopes. Continuing your slow, deliberate journey through the temple grounds, the sun begins its slow descent toward the horizon, stretching long, soft shadows across the withered stones.
The air cools gently, carrying the promise of evening's calm and renewal. The silent stories of Angkor whisper softly on the breeze, wrapping you in a comforting shawl woven of peace, reverence, and timeless wonder. The rustling leaves, distant bird calls, and murmuring waters blend into a serene chorus, inviting your spirit to rest and dream. As dusk deepens, the sky above transforms into a canvas of violet and deep indigo, the first stars twinkling softly through the thinning canopy.
The warm glow of lanterns from a distant village flickers faintly, mingling with the cool evening air. Fireflies begin their delicate dance among the trees, their tiny lights weaving spells of enchantment in the gathering darkness.
The sacred ruins of Angkor stand proud yet humble beneath this vast sky, a testament to the endurance of spirit and the beauty of quiet persistence through time. Let this tranquil afternoon and the gentle approach of night carry you softly into dreams filled with quiet wonder, serene beauty, and the enduring spirit of a forgotten empire where history and nature dance together beneath the endless sky. May your heart find solace here, amidst ancient stones and whispering leaves, as day fades softly into night and the jungle hums its timeless lullaby.
Evening falls softly over the ancient city of Angkor, draping the sprawling ruins in a rich velvet cloak of twilight that deepens gradually with every passing moment.
The fading sun scatters its last golden rays, casting long, delicate shadows across moss-covered stones and intricately carved temple walls that have stood silent witness to centuries of devotion, power, love, and loss. These ancient stones, adored with faces of gods and kings, celestial dancers and warriors, hold stories frozen in time, stories whispered softly by the passing breeze and echoed by the rustling leaves. The air cools gently, thick with the rich, earthy scent of damp soil mingled with the delicate fragrance of night-blooming jasmine, wild orchids, and frangipani flowers that scent the humid air. The symphony of the jungle night begins to swell the rhythmic chirping of crickets, the soothing croak of frogs, the gentle rustling of leaves stirred by a mild evening breeze, all blending together to soothe your spirit and quiet your thoughts as the day slips quietly into night.
You wander slowly and reverently through the temple grounds, each footfall muffled by centuries of moss and a thick carpet of fallen leaves cushioning the ancient stone paths beneath your feet. The ruins seem to breathe around you, alive with the lingering presence of whispered prayers, kindled hopes, and silent songs of countless souls who once walked these sacred halls seeking solace, guidance, and renewal.
The soft, flickering glow of fireflies dances through the gathering shadows, their tiny golden lanterns weaving delicate threads of light that guide your path deeper into the twilight.
These tiny beacons mingle with the shimmering stars beginning to peek through the thinning canopy above, crafting a celestial ballet that fills the night sky with quiet wonder. The cool evening air is alive with subtle sounds, the whispering rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, the distant haunting call of an owl going through the dense forest, and the faint murmur of a hidden stream flowing quietly nearby. These natural melodies form a soothing lullaby that wraps around you like a comforting embrace, inviting your body to relax fully and your mind to drift gently toward peaceful dreams.
The majestic temples stand as silent sentinels, their carved faces watching over the nocturnal life of the jungle, their ancient stories woven deeply into the fabric of the night.
You pause beneath an ancient stone archway, its surface is smoothed by countless hands and the slow passage of time.
Shadows play softly across the detailed bas reliefs depicting divine beings and earthly kings, their features softened by twilight's tender embrace. Settling quietly on a moss-covered ledge, you feel the sacred energy of this place seep slowly into your bones, a calming warmth that fills your heart with serenity, reverence, and awe. Here, history and nature merge seamlessly, creating a sanctuary for the soul where time itself seems to pause and fold upon itself. As night deepens, the canopy above unfolds into a vast tapestry of stars shimmering in the clear, velvety sky. The moon casts its gentle silver light, bathing the ruins and jungle alike in a tranquil, ethereal glow.
The cool night air brushes softly against your skin, carrying whispered promises of renewal, rest, and the soft embrace of dreams. In this sacred stillness, you close your eyes and surrender fully to the gentle magic of Angkor, allowing it to cradle you tenderly into restful, rejuvenating sleep. May your dreams be filled with the timeless wonders of this forgotten empire, The soft rustling of ancient leaves, the chorus of night creatures, the silent prayers etched forever in stone. And may your heart find peaceful refuge beneath the endless, watchful sky that has witnessed centuries unfold.
The night sky above Angkor spreads wide like a vast, intricate tapestry shimmering with a million stars, their delicate light filtering softly through the dense, whispering canopy of ancient trees.
The cool, fragrant evening air wraps gently around you, alive with a symphony of sounds, the gentle rustling of leaves stirred by a tender breeze, the distant hoot of an owl calling across the jungle, the rhythmic chorus of crickets hidden deep among the undergrowth,
and the soft murmur of water flowing quietly in a nearby stream. Bathed in the pale silver glow of the moon, the ruins breathe quietly, their stones whispering stories of gods and kings, of warriors and lovers, their ancient secrets carried on the wind and woven into the fabric of night. You tread slowly along winding paths lined with moss-covered stones and soft layers of fallen leaves that cushion your every step, inviting you to move with reverence and calm. The ground beneath your feet feels alive with history, worn smooth by the footsteps of countless pilgrims, monks, and wanderers who once sought solace and wisdom in this sacred place.
Towering walls rise on either side, their surfaces adorned with intricate bas reliefs that tell tales frozen in time, celestial dancers poised mid-motion, gods with serene smiles, kings with faces full of wisdom and strength, and mythical creatures guarding the temple's heart.
Around you, thick vines curl lovingly around pillars and weave through cracks, while patches of velvety moss spread like emerald carpets across stones, blurring the line between human craftsmanship and nature's gentle reclaiming. The night air carries the intoxicating fragrance of damp earth mingled with the subtle sweetness of night-blooming jasmine and the soft scent of frangipani flowers hidden in shadowed corners. This natural perfume drifts lazily on the breeze, calming your senses and inviting deep, peaceful breaths. You stop beside a still pool of water, its surface as smooth as glass, reflecting the silver moon and the soft shimmer of stars above.
Floating serenely on the water, lotus flowers slowly unfold their pale petals, welcoming the cool night air as if in silent prayer.
Dragonflies dart lightly over the surface, their iridescent wings catching the moonlight and scattering tiny sparks of color across the dark water. The jungle around you hums softly with nocturnal life, the distant croak of frogs, the flutter of moth wings brushing against leaves, and the occasional rustle of small animals moving through the underbrush.
These natural sounds weave a soothing lullaby that wraps around you like a comforting shawl, inviting your body to relax deeply and your thoughts to drift gently toward restful dreams.
As you trace your fingers along a cool, ancient stone carved with sacred symbols, you feel the pulse of history beneath your touch, the enduring heartbeat of generations who have come seeking peace and enlightenment beneath these very trees.
You settle onto a moss-covered stone bench, the cool night air brushing softly against your skin.
Around you, the ruins stand majestic and silent, their stories woven into the very fabric of the night. The moonlight casts ethereal shadows that dance lightly on carved faces and crumbling walls, imbuing the scene with an otherworldly glow. Your breath slows, your heart softens, and your spirit opens to the gentle magic of this sacred place.
Above, stars twinkle like distant lanterns, guiding you tenderly toward peaceful slumber beneath the endless sky.
Let this tranquil night carry you softly into dreams filled with the timeless wonders of Angkor, the whispered prayers of monks, the rustling of ancient leaves, the songs of nocturnal creatures, and may your heart find rest within the quiet, eternal embrace of the jungle night. The deep night descends softly over the vast jungle canopy that cradles the ancient ruins of Angkor.
Above, the sky unfolds into a magnificent tapestry studded with countless shimmering stars, their gentle twinkle piercing the thick, whispering leaves of towering trees. The cool, fragrant air wraps around you like a tender embrace, alive with a symphony of nocturnal sounds, the delicate rustling of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, the distant, haunting call of an owl echoing through the dense forest, the rhythmic chirping of crickets hidden deep within the underbrush,
and the soft murmur of a hidden stream weaving quietly through the shadows. Bathed in the silver glow of the moon, the ruins breathe quietly, their ancient stones whispering stories of forgotten gods, kings, warriors, and lovers, echoes of times long past yet alive still in the rustling leaves and the cool, weathered stones beneath your fingertips.
You wander slowly and reverently along winding stone paths cushioned by thick carpets of moss and fallen leaves, your footsteps muffled and reverent.
The stones beneath your feet have borne the weight of countless pilgrims, monks, kings, and wanderers who sought solace, wisdom, and renewal in this sacred place. Towering temple walls rise on either side, their surfaces alive with intricate bas reliefs depicting celestial dancers poised mid-motion, serene gods with tranquil smiles, fierce warriors with steely gazes, and wise kings whose faces seem to hold eternal secrets. Nature's gentle reclaiming hand weaves through the ruins, as vines curl lovingly around pillars and walls. Patches of velvety moss spread like emerald waves across stones, and clusters of delicate orchids and exotic blooms peek shyly from hidden crevices. This living tapestry of history and wilderness invites you to pause, reflect, and breathe deeply.
The cool night air carries the intoxicating fragrance of damp earth mingled with the sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine and delicate frangipani flowers tucked away in the shadows.
This natural bouquet flows softly on the breeze, calming your senses and inviting deep, tranquil breaths.
You pause beside a serene pool, its surface smooth and mirror-like beneath the moon's gentle glow.
Lotus flowers float serenely on the water, their pale petals slowly unfurling as if awakening to the cool, tender embrace of night. Dragonflies hover delicately above the surface, their iridescent wings catching faint moonbeams and scattering tiny sparks of color across the dark water. Around you, the jungle hums softly with nocturnal life, the gentle croak of frogs near the water's edge, the flutter of moth wings brushing against leaves, and the distant rustle of small creatures moving quietly through the underbrush. These sounds weave a soothing lullaby that wraps around you like a comforting shawl, inviting your body to relax fully and your mind to drift gently toward restful dreams. As you run your fingers along the cool surface of an ancient carved stone, you feel the faint pulse of history beneath your touch, the enduring heartbeat of generations who sought peace, enlightenment, and renewal beneath these sacred trees. Settling onto a moss-covered stone bench, the cool night air brushes softly against your skin.
The ruins stand majestic and silent around you, their stories woven deeply into the fabric of night itself.
The moonlight casts ethereal shadows that dance lightly on carved faces and crumbling walls, imbuing the scene with an otherworldly glow. Your breath slows, your heart softens, and your spirit opens to the gentle magic of this sacred place.
Above, stars twinkle like distant lanterns, their light guiding you tenderly toward peaceful slumber beneath the endless sky.
Let this tranquil night carry you softly into dreams filled with the timeless wonders of Angkor, the whispered prayers of monks, the rustling leaves, the songs of nocturnal creatures, and may your heart find rest within the quiet, eternal embrace of the jungle night. A gentle dawn slowly spreads over the ancient city of Angkor, unveiling the majestic ruins beneath a soft, rosy glow that bathes the sprawling temple grounds in tender light. The first rays of morning filter delicately through the dense jungle canopy, casting intricate patterns of shimmering gold and vibrant green upon moss-covered stones, weathered temple walls, and exquisitely detailed carvings that have endured centuries of sun, rain, and time's gentle passage. The air is cool, fresh, and fragrant, alive with the rich symphony of a jungle awakening. The melodious calls of exotic birds echoing through the towering treetops, leaves trembling under the delicate caress of a gentle breeze, and the faint rustling of small creatures beginning their morning rituals. The scent of damp earth mingles harmoniously with the subtle perfumes of blooming jasmine, wild orchids, and sweet frangipani flowers, weaving a natural bouquet that enchants the senses and calms the restless mind. You walk slowly along ancient pathways, your footsteps softened by a thick carpet of velvety moss and fallen leaves that cushion each step.
The cool, smooth stones beneath your fingertips whisper silent stories etched by hands long gone, faces of gods and kings, celestial dancers poised in eternal grace, fierce warriors prepared for battle, and wise sages gazing thoughtfully into the distance.
Vines and orchids entwine lovingly through cracks and crevices. Nature's tender touch weaving a living tapestry that binds history and wilderness together in quiet harmony.
The morning light grows stronger with each passing moment, bathing the ruins in a warm golden glow that caresses your skin and fills your heart with a serene hope.
The air is filled with the harmonious sounds of the jungle awakening, birds flitting gracefully among the branches, their songs rising and falling like an ancient melody. The gentle flutter of butterfly wings casting fleeting shadows upon the ancient stones, the murmur of a nearby stream flowing over smooth rocks, and the soft rustling of leaves stirred by the gentle breeze. These natural sounds form a peaceful lullaby that invites you to pause, breathe deeply, and absorb the timeless tranquility that envelops this sacred place. You stop beside a tranquil pool, its surface as smooth and reflective as polished glass beneath the soft morning light. Lotus flowers float serenely on the water, their pale petals slowly unfurling as if greeting the warmth of the new day. Dragonflies hover delicately above the surface, their iridescent wings catching the light and scattering tiny sparkles across the dark water. Settling onto a moss-covered stone bench shaded by towering ancient trees, you close your eyes and allow the serene beauty of the morning to wash over you. The stillness of the ruins, the gentle chorus of birdsong, and the soft rustling of leaves weave a comforting embrace that soothes your spirit and quiets your thoughts. The promise of renewal, strength, and gentle beginnings fills the air, carried softly on the cool morning breeze.
As the sun climbs higher, sending long golden beams filtering through the canopy, you feel deeply connected to the earth beneath your feet, to the countless souls who have walked this path before you, and to the enduring heartbeat of this forgotten empire.
This moment, suspended delicately between night and day, past and present, holds a gentle invitation to breathe fully and slowly, to listen with an open heart, and to dream softly beneath the vast, endless sky. Let this tranquil morning guide you gently into dreams filled with hope, peace, and endless possibility, resting tenderly within the timeless embrace of Angkor as the day slowly blooms all around you. Hey guys, tonight we reach the gentle close of our journey through the forgotten empire beneath the jungle, the silent legacy of Angkor. As the vast night sky unfolds above, a deep indigo canvas scattered with a million shimmering stars, the ancient ruins stand in peaceful stillness, cradled softly by the tender glow of the moonlight. The jungle breathes a quiet lullaby all around you, the air filled with the delicate symphony of rustling leaves, distant bird calls, the gentle croak of frogs, and the faint murmur of a hidden stream weaving through dense foliage.
Every stone, every weathered carving on the temple walls, seems to exhale whispered stories of kings, monks, lovers, and dreamers who once walked these sacred grounds, their voices carried gently on the night breeze.
You feel the cool night air brushing softly against your skin, infused with the rich scents of damp earth, blooming jasmine, and wild orchids. The soothing chorus of crickets and frogs pulses in the background, creating a rhythm that calms your thoughts and settles your heart.
The ruins, wrapped in shadows and moonlight, stand as timeless witnesses to centuries of history, faith, resilience, and the enduring dance between nature and human spirit. Slowly, your breathing deepens and softens.
Your muscles relax, releasing every tension and worry. Your mind begins to drift gently with the tender cadence of the jungle song, carrying you away on a soft current of peace and wonder.
Imagine yourself resting beneath a great ancient tree, its massive branches stretching wide to cradle the sky, while the soft earth supports your body like a familiar, loving embrace.
Feel the gentle pulse of life beneath you, the heartbeat of the earth, the whisper of past lives flowing through the present moment, and the quiet promise of renewal carried silently by the night air. Let your thoughts float freely, carried by the breeze through temple corridors and moss-covered steps, past still lotus pools shimmering under starlight, and along winding paths where history and nature intertwine in a timeless embrace. The silent legacy of Angkor lives not only in stone and vine, but in the quiet moments you find here in the stillness between breaths and the gentle sigh of leaves. As you close your eyes, Surrender to the peacefulness that surrounds you.
Know that this sacred place holds you tenderly, inviting you to rest and dream beneath the vast, endless sky. May your dreams be filled with the beauty, mystery, and calm of this forgotten empire. May the stories carved in stone and whispered by the jungle cradle you softly through the night, carrying you toward gentle dawns and new beginnings.
Thank you for sharing this peaceful journey.
Please rate the story and subscribe to the channel to keep this quiet exploration alive, inviting you back whenever your heart needs rest, wonder, or the gentle touch of history. Good night and sweet dreams.